All right, here I am. So I'm actually out with Matt today. He's scouting a job. I actually happened to notice a job for him. As I said before, I'm actually working for Anchor Away Junk Removal. That's what I'm doing now. It's actually a pretty cool job. It's not a bad job. It's a little dirty, but that's okay. Matt's a great guy to work for. Obviously, he's a great guy anyway. So it's really cool. I wanted to make sure that I got a video back out to you guys because I posted something a little short earlier this morning and didn't really get into what I was trying to get into because, well, I had other things going on, phone calls, things of that nature were coming on my screen while I was trying to talk to you guys, and I wanted to make sure that I got a good content out to you today. All right, so let's talk about a little bit of what Joe has going on with APS and the direction I'm going. And I know you guys have been asking about prison stories, and I'm willing to talk about some of them, you know, and you've asked about about my nickname. My nickname is not Salmon Tom. I don't know where that came from. Perhaps somebody heard that during one of the videos. It may have been a joke. My nickname was never Salmon. My nickname was actually Rabbi. There you go. So, anyone who's ever been in the Virginia Department of Corrections for any length of time from 1989 to 2020 would know who Rabbi Tom is, or Tattoo Tom for that matter. I have a pretty prolific career while I was incarcerated doing tattoos, but that's not my claim to fame. And that'll lead to another story about what I was doing incarcerated and some of the things that happened. Actually, while I was incarcerated, I have worked for the Virginia Corrections Enterprise, VCE. So, while working for VCE, I was actually a furniture designer. I designed furniture for the state using AutoCAD. I used to teach AutoCAD when I was doing sheet metal fabrication, also while I was incarcerated. I am literally a jack of a lot of trades, but I don't do any. Yeah, anyway. So, I don't do any of that stuff. The sheet metal fabrication was a means to an end because it gave me the opportunity to be able to get my hands on the Autodesk and AutoCAD programming and develop a better understanding of the programming. Anyway, at this point, so I guess I'm going to explain how Rabbi came about. So I used to teach a lot of people how to build tattoo machines, how to make ink, how to stretch your needles, create needles, all those things while I was incarcerated. And it just kind of happened one day. A guy said, you know, there's another word for teacher. It's Rabbi. I said, yeah. He said, that's what your nickname is. And I said, yeah, well, okay. This also culminates with another situation. While incarcerated, I did utilize the common fare diet, which is a more healthier diet. And for those individuals who have been to prison, they would understand this situation, that the normal dietary supplements are horrible there on the regular trays. So by claiming a religion, you were able to actually get onto common fare. I told them I was Jewish. I'm about as Jewish as a pork sandwich. I'm actually Irish. I'm actually 100% Irish. I did the Ancestry.com thing. And of course I know who my relatives are. So I'm Irish. I'm not a Jewish Irishman. I'm just an Irishman. Is it wrong? In the greater scheme of things, now, looking back, no, it's not. I ate better food. It is what it is. I was incarcerated. You have to do whatever you can to survive while you're incarcerated. And that is literal. It really is. Some people think it's a joke. It's not. In any event, I just wanted to get in touch with you guys and let you know about the whole situation with the nickname. So now that you know where Rabbi came from, we're going to discuss something that somebody has asked me about. I'm going to try and make it kind of short. I don't want to drag this out because, look, you guys have a life, so do I, and I'm sitting in a truck waiting on Matt to show up. So I'm going to pick the camera up, guys, and I'm going to go ahead and hold it in my hand. You guys are going to be really mad at me because it's going to move everywhere. Everybody's going to be like, Tom, stop moving the camera. It's making me nauseous. So while I was incarcerated, my second trip, I was housed in Nottoway Correctional Center for a little while. I worked in the chair factory with a gentleman by the name of Dave Pastorius, who was the manager of that shop. I did AutoCAD for them. At some point in time during my incarceration, I was sent to Dillwyn Corrections to help them set up a robotic welding unit in the Dillwyn VCE shop. While there, I would subsequently get trapped there on my transfer because an individual, and you can look this up, by the name of Alonzo Logan, decided that 9 o'clock at night, he was going to hop the fence and escape from Dillwyn Correctional Center. He created a dummy, put it in his bed, went down to pill call, hid inside of a dumpster, and during the rotation from pill call to lockdown, managed to slip out of this dumpster, go down to the Sallyport gate, go under the fence because there was an 18-inch gap underneath it, climb up the opposite fence, get shredded like 3 cheese shred. It was blood everywhere out there. Climbed that fence, ran down the road to a convalescent home, jerked a man out of his vehicle, drove it to Richmond, and hid in the exact same house he got caught in subsequently at the beginning of a sentence, smoking crack with a bag of money. I stayed at Dillwyn for an additional 3 to 4 months before I could get back to my facility because of this lockdown. So, somebody had asked if I'd ever been in a prison where someone escaped. I was. So, anyway, that's story time for today. That catches you up to what's going on with me today, other than hanging out with Matt. And by the way, Matt is in the truck right now, and he's right over there. Say hi, Matt.
Hey, guys.
All right, we're going to go back to work. I'm going to act like I'm actually doing something around here for Matt so that I might get paid or something. Who knows? Anyway, don't forget, be kind. It is free.